Okay. All right. It is time for. Oh, my voice sounds weird. I don't know if that's in my head or just generally sounds weird. Anyway, um, yeah, it's time for some arcade spirits and the new challengers. We are on chapter 5, level 5, and we just came off a big showdown with Queen Bee and the Demon, and we won, which I wasn't expecting. Squeak by at the end there. Definitely having some challenges with the math at the end, but strategy paid off. We won. Trying to balance out going for as close as possible and not screw it up. Trying to do more of a trade-off than an actual all-out win at the end. Okay. But just get right into it. The new meta. I logged into three cards from the game. I got Jinx, Grace, and Rhapsody. Oh, that's a good sign, right?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Punchy78 here with Fight Shack News. All the fighting that's fit to post. Max has come and gone, and months of Pro Tour events are in the books. We're getting closer and closer to the main event.
I'm expecting. Took a minute to come out.
But all eyes are on tomorrow's charity show match at Pengy Paradise, where everybody's favorite laundromat crew takes on their arch rivals in Team P2W.
Let's see. DPS said this was the date. But they're Pengy channel, so maybe they're combined. You know. And you are doing the whole. You are gonna be at a big. Gonna be at Pengy, right? Pengy Amusement Park. So maybe you can do both. And the tournament is only the mini game, right? So it's not really something that's gonna take up 3 hours of time.
In their debut match, they schooled Team P2W, putting them on the map. Will they make it 2 for 2, or will Valkyrie even the odds? With a cool million in charity money on the line, not to mention the glory of a major spotlight event, the entire scene will be watching.
Underdogs. Whoa, how did my cell phone get down to 15%? It wasn't low last night. Go ahead and charge that. 1 second. Event co-sponsored by the Palace. Interesting. Good.
It all comes down to this, friends. Be sure to tune in to the Fight Shack stream tomorrow morning. Like, share, subscribe, punch the bell, and get ready.
In the distant future, year 20XX, we are about to enter the crucible of fate. There are moments that break lesser competitors, high-stress combat scenarios, the kind that melt willpower like a candle under a blowtorch. Where we are now, on this war-torn battleground, there is only the absolute focus of a soldier. Victory or death, there are no other options.
Oh, look at all those adorable penguins! Balloons everywhere, and music in the streets, and children laughing, and people in colorful costumes dancing and singing. I just love Pinky Paradise. It's the silliest place on earth. Trademark all rights reserved.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe it's not quite as intense as predicted.
It's nice. Very cheery.
Nice? Just nice? If you aren't having the funnest time of your life at Pinky Paradise, you're probably dead. It's joy incarnate.
Yeah, like I said, it's nice.
This is Jinx gushing with praise. Of all the people who should know this, it's Grace. Well, she wasn't wrong. Place is kind of nice. Pinky Paradise, I've never actually been here before, despite it being the most popular amusement park in the world. Well, the best one which wasn't mouse-based. Thrill rides, kiddie rides, educational rides, rides upon rides, as well as food and drink from the four corners of the globe. And the nightlife, once the kids were tucked away into their hotel beds, fancy restaurants and dance clubs awaited adults looking to keep the fun rolling.
Hell yeah! You're never too old to eat a metric ton of cotton candy and go on high-speed thrill rides. I'm gonna eat, puke, and then eat some more and puke some more.
Or you could just ride the gentler rides that don't make you lose your lunch.
Hey now, I'm a professional theme park crasher, and professionals have standards. Greasy food and stomach-churning action go hand in hand.
We have a charity show match tomorrow, remember. Could you maybe not get violently ill before showtime?
I promise nothing!
I promise nothing.
Let us relish in this pre-packaged unit of delight, served up by Pengy's highly litigious corporate masters. Smile, laugh, thrill, chill, look, listen, kneel, pray.
I wonder what shenanigans I could get up to in the middle of a media empire's personal playpen.
No shenanigans. We're here for a ding-dang charity event. Best behavior. Look, I know you're all riding high on our undefeated streak. We've been racking up plenty of Pro Tour points to qualify for the main event. We're winners through and through, and this little mini vacation is well deserved. So yeah, go and have fun, but also keep in mind we're taking on team play to win tomorrow. The streak must continue. I mean, we have to win for our charity, right? That's really why we're here. Right, charity. I mean, yeah, we're going to do good for work for charity. Seem rather fixated. As you say, we're riding high, yes, and if we do lose tomorrow, it won't affect our qualification points. Starting to grow concerned. Tell me, is your hand still sore? Instinctively, I hide my hand behind my head. Fine, Loxley, chill. It's fine. Everything's fine. Winner winners, we have literally not lost a single major fight, and we won't lose tomorrow. We've beaten P2W before, and we'll beat them again. There's absolutely no cause for alarm. It's fine. As long as we stay focused, we'll pull through this just fine. Okay, we've got all day and night to have some fun in Pengy Paradise, the silliest place on earth. Trademark, all rights reserved. So go have a blast, then get plenty of rest and be ready for tomorrow's event. The pit crew, let's go do this. With good cheer and smiles all around, the group breaks up, running all over the park to have some fun. I move to join them when a buzzing from my phone grabs my attention. Iris, something up?
Computing.
I wanted to know that I've been researching Pengy Paradise to optimize the fun you'll be having today. That's helpful. I don't think I need to worry about optimal fun, though. But in my calculations, I've come to an intriguing conclusion. Pengy Paradise is actually the perfect scenario to allow love to bloom. What? Sure. By day, it rides and snacks and kitties constantly underfoot, but by night, the place is alive with romance. Did you know that there are over 5,000 proposals at Pengy Paradise a year? And 2,000 of them are at the famous Le Penguin restaurant. Not to mention the special honeymoon packages, which you can buy starting at as low as $99, which include a private candlelit dinner, personalized jewelry, and your name and fireworks. How cute. Iris, I'm not rushing into marriage while I'm here. I wasn't trying to insinuate that. I'm just saying that Pengy Paradise really brings out the love. Remember when you first installed me and we talked about my ability to help you find perfect partner? Not just games, but for love and companionship. I recall, yes. You're close with your team and feelings are running high. Tonight is the perfect night to bring that slow burn to a climax. Seriously? Seriously, I wouldn't joke about something like this. Love blooms differently for so many, and no matter your choices and your path, I support you. What do you think? Are you ready? If you are, I'm ready to help. She's not wrong, actually. If I want this, the perfect opportunity lies before me. Granted, we're also less than 24 hours away from one of the biggest matches of our career. But when opportunity knocks, you listen, right? Moment of truth. How do I feel about this? I'm one step ahead of you, Iris. You think this is my first rodeo? I'm one step ahead of you, Iris. I have an evening of romance planned out already. Golly, you're all fired up. Glad to hear. Sometimes we Iris worry that we're overly pushy about seeking love and happiness, you know. It's better when people choose love and happiness themselves. Exactly. I've been thinking for this moment. It's been months, but I think we're ready. I'm ready to ask someone out on a date. Tell me. I have to know. My anticipation subroutines are tingling with excitement. Either that, or your battery is dying. You told me at Max that you were interested in Jinx or Grace. Is that still true? Definitely, I'm asking Jinx or Grace on a date tonight. That's right, it's Jinx or Grace. I mean, one or the other. Has to be one or the other, right? Does it? Maybe you should talk to them about this. That'd make things super awkward, right? Hello, we've been dancing around through my thoughts for months. I'm up for grabs, but which one of them you want me?
Aww.
That's an awful way to look at it. Just trust me. Talk to them, and things will sort themselves out. I'll consider it. Okay, sounds like you're all set then. Go out there and have some fun. Now to focus on why I'm here. Having some fun at Pengy Paradise. I could go hit a ride all by my lonesome, but screaming down a roller coaster is more fun when it's not just you holding on for dear life. So instead, I think I'll track down one of my friends and tag along for a bit. But who first? Let's get straight to it. It's a big park, but I've got a pretty good idea where Grace will be, considering it's all she was talking about all the way here. Pretty sure nobody on our flight will forget it either, given the intensity of her gleeful ramblings. Yep, there we go. I spot Jinx's rented three-wheeled mobility scooter parked right outside Grace's destination of toys. Mr. Moopy's magic shop, where she's busy dropping the wealth of a small nation into the enchanted coffers of this magical world.
Woohoo!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's a real Mr. Moopy wizard hat. A real one, like all the others. Look at the stitching, the sheen of the felt. The way it even has the tiny notch where the Shadow King nearly cut off his head in Mr. Moopy's misadventure in Moonlight. At risk of immediately being forced to binge 3 seasons of the anime, I haven't seen that one. What? Oh, we need to fix that. The instant we get home, we're... Yes, exactly what you thought.
Ugh.
Yes, that is what I feared would happen. I wander past excited children wearing nearly identical hats, making my way into the magic kit shop. Exactly. And everybody's got one. Alright. Grace is checking out the wide array of wands on offer where Jinx sorts... while Jinx sort of loiters, hoping this experience will be swiftly over, but that doesn't seem likely. So, Moopy, huh? Look, they've got wands from all 12 of the major guilds and even the 36 minor ones. There's 48 of those things? Seriously? I thought there were like 6 or 7 at most.
Damn.
Oh no. Oh no, open the can of worms. Oh crap, here we go.
What?
You don't know all the guilds? But that's like the core foundation of the entire show. I mean, surely you've heard of a few, right? I think so. I mean, hard not to have a passing knowledge of Moopy. Ever since that anime went big. While the Pengy brand is so pervasive worldwide, it's like background radiation. The Moopy brand has only been hot for 5 years. Ever since the 30-year world record was toppled by Percy Sinclair, the media took an interest in the 1980X the old arcade. 30-year world record was toppled by Percy Sinclair. The media took an interest in that old 1980X arcade game. Okay. So evidently Percy broke the world record finally. Right? Including an anime company owned by Pengy's corporate masters. Smelling money, they developed a hot run of animated adventures about Mr. Moopy and his wizard friends doing battle with monsters and undead across the world. Conveniently enough, they sell a variety of costume pieces for the guilds, so you can cosplay as the one you most identify with. Me, I'm totally a Sphinxadel. Because I'm so very clever and I love puzzles, see? Because Sphinx, because that's what Sphinxes do. Yes, that's what Sphinxes do. Yeah, I figured that much. I'd say I'm a lot like Miss Stella, the young Sphinxadel prodigy. She's got a big heart, even if it sometimes gets lost along the way. Right. Uh-huh. Sure. We'll go with that. I wonder what guild Jinx would be in. None, because magic isn't real.
Aww.
Come on, it's fun to make believe. I bet you'd be Indominus because of your iron will. You stand true and strong against those who would hurt your friends. Can't argue that. So, Ursula Major, what guild are you in? It's a big decision. Your guild says so much about you and what you believe in. What is it? What is it? What wand will you accept, oh great wizard? I only remember a handful of guilds, but she just looks so excited about my answer that I should probably give my best. Heartright, love and cherish my friends. I belong to Malifdor. One day I shall rule the world. Aha, mine is an evil laugh. So, I mean, this one would be nice, but it's out of character for us. This one would be making fun of her. I don't think she'd like that. I think we're just going to have to ask her. I'd be lying if I said I knew enough guilds to take a run at this. So how about it, Grace? What guild would you put me in? Challenge. Let's see. Takes her a few moments to decide. Clearly, she's immediately had an answer, then lightly shook her head, reconsidering before deciding to go with it anyway. A Pexagon? Oh, a Pexagon? Okay, I can see that. Okay. That bad? You don't seem thrilled with the answer. Not bad. No, a Pexagon strives for excellence in all things. Achievement, accomplishment, soaring to the very peak of magical power. Ah, okay, because I'm trying to be the very best at FOD2, right? Right, which often makes them the bad guys, because the whole pride goeth before the fall thing. It's not really their fault, right? It's a Slytherin. I mean, they're definitely having these parallels with Harry Potter, right? And that's the standard Gryffindor versus Slytherin comparison. The two houses are nearly identical. Okay, they despite one of them being the good guys and one of them being the bad guys, they're nearly identical. The only difference is that their ambition is fueled by different things. Gryffindor's ambition is generally fueled by their friendships and family, and Slytherin is generally fueled by selfishness. But they're both striving for the same thing. They're striving to be the best and the greatest. Wouldn't read too much into that, Ursula Major.
Can't agree to that.
Don't think you're going to reach for ultimate magical power and accidentally end the world in the process anytime soon. Because magic isn't real. Right, not planning to destroy the planet, no. Well, magic isn't real. Crazy, psychotic video games trying to take over our mind. That is real. Right. You're on the side of holy magic, presumably. Sensing she'd made things awkward, Grace switches topics immediately. Oh, look! With tender care, Grace has dressed a adorable wide-brimmed black hat from the racks and racks of cosplay souvenirs.
Wow!
Jinx, quick, put this on!
Bad idea.
No. But you look so cute in the Raven's Cry Guild hat. I don't do cute. Of course you do cute. I mean, you have a cute cat, and you post cute pictures of her to your face wall all the time. Minx is not cute. Minx is a classy lady, and so am I. Classy? You wear sweatpants around the house all the time. Classy sweatpants. Please.
Ugh.
Not the wibbly wobbly eyes, damn it, Grace. You know I'm weak to those. Don't you think this hat just screams Jinx? What? Why are you asking me? I swear whenever these two get together, it's like they're lost in a world all their own. Would that I could be part of that world. Because I value your opinion, now don't you think Jinx would look, classy in her Raven's Cry hat? Grace, no hatting without consent. She doesn't want to wear it. Grace, she said no like half a dozen times. Pretty sure that means she's not going to wear that hat. No cosplay without consent. Thank you, Ursula Major. Glad to see you can see reason. I wasn't trying to be pushy or anything or cruel. I just, thought it would look cute. Okay, I think I'm done shopping for goodies now. Thanks for tagging along, you two. My family visited Pengy Paradise once every year or so. Back when I was a kid, feels good to be back here and sharing this wonderful place with you both. Actually, before we go, maybe we should get a robe and wizard hat for Ursula Major. I'm thinking something from the Escandalo Guild, the one with the special wands. Meep. That's not an official guild. You have your headcanon, I have mine. Should I ask? I shouldn't ask, should I? Probably not, no. Anyway, let's move on. See you around the park later. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Took me a minute. Okay. Okay. Be seeing you. I should probably get out of here before I end up buying that adorable Mr. Movie plushie that's... Oh, my God. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Movie plushie is staring at me from across the magic shop. Where do I want to wander next? Again, I'm basically just hard skipping all this storyline with the rival on this run. Probably play a different run where I go, more kindly and gutsy and try to be with, talk to the rival some more and go that storyline. Yeah, gonna stay away from that. Go with Loxley and Domino as they're battling consumerism together. Seeking a respite from the warming temperatures, why did we dress for Pinky Paradise like it's still winter in the city? I find Domino and Loxley enjoying the indoor air. Matricia Collective is proud to present the history of refrigeration.
Color me pleasantly surprised.
Well, that's mightily nice of them, educating us on the many wonders of modern food preservation. Indeed, I'm sure it's merely a coincidence that all these lovely fridges on display are made by the Machida Collective. Or that Machida owns the Pengy branding. Or that they have a vested interest in advertising their kitchenwares to passing amusement park patrons. Sure enough, this building is packed with giant white boxes, each large enough to topple and crush a human being. Helpful placards and screens showing Pengy extolling the virtues of refrigeration detail decades of ice makers, crisper trays, and more delights. Did I miss something? Did we walk into an appliance store?
Hail, friend!
Ah, my friend, a pleasure to see you. We were merely basking in the superior knowledge of a corporate-sponsored education. Come join us. Join us. One of us. One of us. I love that they got the one of us in there. Ah. When pizza's on a bagel, one of us. One of us. I know Peggy's found its way into arcade games, anime, comic books, neck massage wands, and trapper keepers, but refrigerators? Seriously? Quite serious, I'm afraid. Pengy is the colorful mask that the corporation wears to indoctrinate children into their capitalistic ideas. Please tell me you aren't planning to, firebomb the place. You said be on our best behavior, so no, we're not going to take off and nuke the site from orbit, even if it's the only way to be sure. Mostly wanted to get indoors, because it's all sweaty and crap out there. I really wish we'd packed lighter. Yeah, like, seriously, why? Why? The chill of the city is frozen into the very marrow of our bones. It seems it drives our fashion impulses. Oh yeah, because we needed, you know, cut costs on the swimsuits. I mean, that's reality of what it was. The getting the swimsuits and stuff and alternate looks was just overhead. Because well, obviously we have a more in-depth character creator than they had last year or last time. Alrighty. Sorry, got distracted for a minute there. So we must seek respite underneath the cooling shade of our penguin overlord. But ho! This model has built-in ice cream maker. Perhaps we should casually buy a 300-pound lump of steel and bring it home with us.
Pretty decent.
Might placate Zapper Sweet Tooth at least for an hour or two. Ursula Major, you okay with us dropping one of these in our carry-on luggage? No. We already have a fridge, 2 of them, sure. We can stock up on ice cream for sure. Let's just stuff it down our pants and walk it to the plane. Might set off the metal detector, though. Overhead luggage? I'm not giving up my bin space for anyone. I'll just jam one of these things down my trousers and walk it home. In fact, you distract the guards and I'll swipe one right now. Think we should go for the Chillax 3000 or the Cold Master Plus? Which grifter routine should we do? Get help? The Dutch reversal? Second fiddle on the left? I'm a fan of the full frontal Italian rotary engine. Okay. Whereas I'm a PC gamer, so I say we go with the look behind you, a 3-headed monkey. As amusing as these implausible heist tactics may be, we can skip on Grand Theft Appliance for now. But good to know you'd steal a refrigerator for my amusement. We are all going to die when climate change melts the ice caps, aren't we? Domino's hollow laughter echoes throughout the entertainment hall, rattling off the steel obelisks around us, while neither Loxley nor I laugh. A mother of two peers our way, then hurriedly hustles children deeper into the exhibit, away from that creepy laugh. I've gone and done it again, haven't I? Sorry.
An unpleasant business, this.
No worries, my friend. You've every right to be concerned about such things. And if you can't find laughter in the darkest hour, well, you'll have a terrible evening indeed. I find your ability to mock such doom inspiring, Domino. Okay, but it's still doom. Doom to doom to doom doom. How do you do it, Loxley? Do what, my friend? How do you stay alert and aware of all the world's problems without feeling completely overwhelmed by them? I could name 11 ways we're fucked, and that's just off the top of my head. Somehow you keep informed of all the issues without the despair settling in like fallout after nuclear detonation. Ah. I have a simple solution, to be honest. I fight. In manners small or large, I fight back against the doom. Research, verification, signal boosting, activism, protest. I listen to others fighting, spread the truth, and act upon it. Those who profit from despair want you to feel like there's no use in fighting. They encourage complacency. That's just the way it is, they say.
I shall rise to this challenge.
But I stare them in the eye, those low men of greed and pride, and say, no, I will not give up hope. I will not stop fighting. I'm but one man, yes. I can make no great impact alone, but an impact I shall make, regardless. And together we can move mountains. What say you, Ursula Major? How do you cope with the modern age of 20XX? Perhaps we can lend our dear friend Domino some strategies. That's a pretty big question, Loxley. It need not be a big answer. Speak from your heart, simple and direct. How do you endure? Through kindness and understanding, I support my friends and do my best to make the world a better place. I accept things I can't change and work on the things I can change. I focus on keeping my own life in balance. Eat the rich. I can't change the world, but I can change my circumstances. I can find the things that aren't working for me and address them. Anything which is beyond my scope, I let it slide. We have experts looking into those things for a reason. Oh, this is a weird one. Me, I like to focus on my own life and finding balance. Tend to your own personal affairs and put your house in order by all means. Just remember there is a world beyond that front door which needs tending to as well. Yeah, but right now, putting on my own oxygen mask before helping others as the plane goes down is priority one. I'm not at the point where I can save the world, but I can work on saving myself. Indeed, knowledge of self can be noble too. I believe I've both cooled down and heated up by this point, so a net of 0. I have nothing further to gain from remaining here. Agreed. Although it's always nice to spend a little time with you, Ursula Major, even if it's just to piteously mock appliances. Thanks for that. All those in favor of rejoining the others for mirth and frolic in the silliest place on earth, trademark always reserved. Aye. Seconded. Departing the nexus of refrigeration, I step back into the warm breeze of Pangy Paradise to find my fun. No matter the troubles in this world, no matter the dumpster fire of 20XX, I'm here with my friends. I'm determined to enjoy the time together. Great, I just realized I was so eager to start the day that I forgot to eat anything resembling breakfast, and now my stomach is being very vocal about it. Wasn't Zapper saying something about stuffing her face with food until she hurts? I should find her. Zapper could be the key to unlocking my hunger. Funny enough, I was trying to order food when I ran into the low battery issue. But I'll wait a little bit on that. do have 3 remaining pepperoni sticks. They're little tiny ones. I will eat those for now. Luckily, she hasn't strayed far and is very easy to spot. A head of red hair is bouncing around in front of the Bavarian-themed food cart. Rhapsody also joined in the food hunt, but it looks like they're still concerned about zappers oversessing her gastrointestinal tract. I wander my over to them, excited about the chance to eat. Hey there! Although my stomach growling announces me louder than my own voice ever could. Oh wow, somebody's hangry today. And here I thought I was the designated foodie for this run. You want me to bail you out and order something? I wouldn't say no to chowing down. No, what's on offer?
Aw, yeah.
Penguin-shaped pretzels. Don't ask me how they make them that way.
Fair.
If that's fine, I'll take one too. They do look quite tasty and penguin-y. Never eaten anything in the shape of a penguin. Always wanted to elevate my palate. We step up to the cart. It's classically decorated with all things Bavarian blue and wild checkered diamond print. Oktoberfest on it, complete with a picture of Pengy wearing lederhosen. While the style is a little on the nose, the smell of fresh baked salty pretzel engulfs us. My mouth waters as I lick my lips hungrily. It doesn't take long for us to purchase our food and find a place to snack down. This is supposed to be a penguin? To my pretzel, but I just can't see any semblance to semi-aquatic birds in the mass of twisted dough and salt.
Perfect.
Can't you see its little beak? Rotund penguin body? It's so cute, I could just gobble it up. Which is exactly what Zapper proceeds to do.
No thanks.
I mean, I get that we're at Pengy Palace, but just because it's on brand doesn't actually make it taste better. Every treat they make have to be penguin-shaped? It's the name of the game, Rep. Called Pengy's Paradise Potluck Procurements for a reason. The what to the what? It's a basic stamp card and prize system. By spending a ridiculous amount at the park, you are rewarded with a cheap prize that doesn't amount to the actual amount that you spend collecting those stamps. Well, duh.
Blah.
Way to overthink it, Rap. Sounds like you've been spending too much time listening to Loxy's soapbox rants. It's about value. It's about stuffing your face full of yummy treats and getting a sweet prize. Okay, so what do you get? How do you get it? Simple enough. Travel around the park and all the special Pengy food. Get a food, get a stamp. Get another food, get another stamp. Get all the stamps and you get a rare Pengy lunchbox. True collector's item, you can only get that lunchbox here at the park. Well, okay, I guess you could buy it online for several $100 instead. Cheaters, I'm gonna earn that damn lunchbox. Not that many people actually legit complete the whole challenge. I'm not backing down. It will be mine. It will be mine. Not what you'll be saying when you're hunkered down over a toilet later. Ah, at least my food quest has a reward. Eating delicious food is its own reward, my friend. I didn't realize you were into food, though. Thought you were babysitting Zap. Nah, I'm here for something truly rare. Penguin eggs. Like for raising your own penguin brood? Or for eating? Is that legal? I have questions. Obviously for eating, but I don't think the Pengy Corporation would allow you to eat any endangered species. Unless they thought they could get away with it. True, but regardless, you can actually try penguin eggs here. The only other place I know that serves them is Antarctica. Unless Ursula Major can get us a match out that way, I'm afraid this is the next best thing. Speaking of Ursula Major, what makes you hungry? What do you want to do while you're with us? Now let's go for all the foods. Food challenges are kind of fun. I'll pass on the eggs, but I think I could still shoot for the lunchbox. That's right. Live for the challenge, die for the challenge. Conveniently, the next part of the potluck procurement is at the Pengy Creperie. So we're wrapping these penguin eggs. You can get crepes made out of them. Short flight from here, shall we? Absolutely. Hurried rush up our misshapen penguin pretzels and traverse across the park to the Pengy Creperie. Man, that's this is a bit of a hard thing to say when I just woke up like an hour ago. Place really stand out as bigger food stall than the rest. With a much longer line, you can easily tell it's park favorite. Like all the other carts though, it's heavily decorated in the food place of origin, France. This whole park's an international gathering of food stuff. Dapper rolls up the menu with pictures and begins going down the options. All of them have cute little designs on them. Adorably matching names. And crepe de pengy. I'm assuming wrap you're getting the king penguin egg. Got that right. What about you, Ursula Major? Which one are you getting? Both look delicious, but in the end I choose cute and sweet, special savory, spicy veggie burrito. For that one. Look at the picture, it makes my stomach start to water. The only open faced one upon the crepe itself is a bed of greens, a layer of smoked salmon, creamy cheese, and fried penguin egg on top. Delicately chopped with fresh herbs to pepper. Holy crap, that looks good. I'll take the egg crepe. Absolutely. Time to eat a penguin. Can't wait to taste this. Get our food and enjoy it mostly in silence. Just experience the combination of flavors in our mouth.
I vibe with it.
It's good to see a celebration of different types of food from all over the world. Food brings everyone together. No matter where you're from, everybody eats, right? Less talking, more eating. We all share a friendly laugh and relish in our treats. With this stop on Zapper's challenge tour complete, we follow her for more stops. Try as I might, I can't keep up with Zapper's bottomless stomach. I have to tap out from the lunchbox challenge after 3 shots. But I'm happy to hang around while she blitzes her way through all the food stalls all the same. Last stop complete. Zapper holds up her fully stamped card with a burst of pride.
Aw, yeah.
Last stamp and no indigestion yet. Challenge complete. Zapper runs back to the stalls and shows off her finished card. And to the food cart worker hands her over a cute little retro looking Pengy lunchbox, complete with thermos. That's really sweet. Nice work, Zap. I can't believe you're able to eat all those foods in one run. I'm impressed. I never say no to a challenge. Now that I actually have it, Zapper hands over the lunchbox to me. Here, all yours. Me, but I abandoned the challenge. You're the one who earned it.
Nah.
You don't really need a lunchbox. It's not the trophy, it's the title. If you're one of the few who legit completed a challenge, that's my reward. I'm at a loss for words.
Sounds good to me.
You can keep it. We can put it up in the apartment when we get home. A nice keepsake after we play tomorrow. Oh crap, you're right. We've only got one full day in the park. Still have so many rides to hit. See you both later. Time to put my stomach to the real test. Look out, world. Here comes Zapper. Maybe I should go make sure Zap doesn't eat anymore, for her own sake. A non-agreement Rhapsody chases off her. Time to take a quick moment for myself. Pretty warm here, but beside an ice-themed wonderland of fun, I could go for something cool and refreshing. This being Pengy Paradise, there's always refreshment within eyesight, so I make my way out to the lemonade stand. Charging an arm and a leg and a kidney and a lung for this stuff, but what am I going to do? Leave the park just to get a drink? Fishing enough money to buy an afternoon of FOD play out of my pocket, I step up to make my order. I could get a lemonade, soda, diet soda, slushy, water. Let's go for diet soda. 1 diet soda, please. Make that 3, please. I'm paying, thank you. With a shrug, the employee behind the refreshment stand slides over 3 of my selected beverages. Valkyrie accepts 2 of them with a wave of her phone and a nod and thanks in general. 3 drinks paid for. Thank you for using Iris Pay, human. She sets her extra drink aside for now, then takes a long sip of her own diet soda before speaking. For my niece. She's riding the madly rotating Buccaneer over there. See? Pink hat. Sure enough, an adorable youngster with bright pink hat waves to us with her motorized pirate ship. Looking forward to facing us at the charity show match tomorrow. Not really sure how to make small talk in this situation. This is the woman who stole our sponsor, told me off for being an esports newbie, and has done all she can to stand in her way, all while she's saying it for her own good. But I can't just stand here and daze, so... But yes, I actually am looking fun to it because it's for charity. It's for good. Not being mean to me now, so maybe this is some sort of olive branch. No reason to be rude. I can handle small talk. No matter who wins tomorrow, the tournament is going to be fun and for charitable cause. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Meantime, I'm going to get to actually be here at Pengy Paradise. I have it on good authority that it's the silliest place on earth. Trademark all right reserved. No, it's really not. Then why are you out here? I'm only here to babysit my niece. I'd rather be back at the hotel room catching up on my work. It's a lot running an esports organization. It's not fun and games and friendship like you think. When you're serious about keeping things professional, you work extra hard, exactly like I do. Well, so much for pleasantries. You could still learn from my experience, you know. Step up your game, build a better brand for your business. Valkyrie pauses as she considers whether or not she should speak up about something or leave it unsaid. In the end, she shrugs and pushes ahead.
Let me offer you some free advice. I know it's too late to back your team out of the show match tomorrow, but you may want to consider distancing yourself from it. Let's be perfectly honest. P2W is going to destroy you in front of a very large audience. It's going to be painful. 1 fluke win over us when we were unprepared is understandable, but 2 fluke wins? That's not happening. We've had time to study your tactics since then. But you don't need to be humiliated. You personally, I mean. Step back from the fight. Let 2 of your players take on my team while you stay on the sidelines. Don't be a ground zero when it happens. Everybody will have a good time, will raise money for charity, and your own reputation will stay intact. You're the only serious player on that team, after all. I'm trying to help you, whether you believe that or not. I've been trying to help all this time. Your team won't last after their media spotlight fades. But you could endure. You could reach your dreams without them. One day, you might even join the best of the best. You could be in team play to win, right alongside your rival. But that future only happens if you keep your cool and don't make this personal. Don't step up to the plate tomorrow. Don't let their impending failure stain your career. Sound good?
More sage wisdom, supposedly, yet Punchy78 warned me that her kindness masks her spite. I could call her out on that, but what's the point? She's just an eye. She has a point. We haven't decided which 2 members of the pit crew will face off against Paige. And I could step back, not to hide in shame, but to let my friends take the spotlight. We beat them once before, right? Maybe they don't need me commanding from the front line. I decided to stand my ground, stand firm, and give her my own 2 cents. Thanks, but no thanks. I'll see you at the match. Thanks, but no thanks. See you at the match. I mean stoic, not giving her an inch, not showing her fear or anger or arrogance, just absolute determination. Guess it was too much to hope you'd listen to reason, wasn't it? Hope springs eternal, and you can't say I didn't try. Let me be perfectly clear, you're no threat to me, you never have been, you never will be. I don't care what that pathetic clickbait reporter says. This is not personal, this is not getting under my skin, you're not that important. All you are is an arrogant little flea, one I can flick off at any time. So if you won't listen to the reason and insist on acting like a pest, you'll be squished like one. As our conversation comes to an abrupt end, the girl in the pink hat runs out the exit for the madly rotating Buccaneer, swooping in to scoop up her diet soda. I have more and more important concerns. My family comes first. I'll see you at the match tomorrow. Personally. Any luck, I've rattled her, give her an edge to fight. Made her twice as determined to destroy me, I guess. Time will tell. Afternoon's rolling in as Pengy Paradise chills the hell out compared to the morning mayhem. Only a few hours before my plan to seek out love and romance begins. Big state, but nighttime is the right time and I'll be ready. Meanwhile, the plenty of fun to be had elsewhere in the park. Where to wander first? Hamza! Hang on, I can swear I saw a switch of brown cloak just now. Drawn by curiosity, it did so 3 things you could do, right? Again? I hope. Drawn by curiosity, I crisscrossed my way through Pengy Paradise over the Edutainment Pavilion, only to find...
Aha! A glorious find. Glorious indeed. Truly, Hamza's collection is growing by leaps and bounds.
Yes, it's Hamza, the arcade auction master and tournament host in all his finery. And as usual, playing up his self-chosen role as the eccentric rich dude. One moment. AFK a second. Wildly out of place amongst all the jorts and fanny packs and kids wearing penguin hats, overseeing a small work crew moving wooden crates around. Oh, what's today? It's Friday, right? Chocolatey pretzel McFlurry? That sounds awful. looking at food, obviously. Uh, food. Food. Just ordering the food. Almost done. Oh no. Hope my instructions went through. Okay, good. No. Alright. So we wait for that. Looking wildly out of place amidst all the jorts and fanny packs and kids wearing penguin hats, he's overseen a small work crew moving wooden crates around. Okay, I gotta know what's going on here. Oh, Hamza, right?
Ah, greetings. Excellent, excellent. Hamza's day is vastly improved by your spontaneous appearance. If you came to enjoy the Robots of the Future Year 1999 exhibit, I'm afraid you're one day too late. Hamza has purchased the entire lot for his personal archives.
Future 1990X. I came over here because I was kind of surprised to see you here.
Ah, even better. Hamza appreciates being appreciated.
What's this all about robots exactly?
Yes, one of the many corporate sponsored science themed attractions of Pengi Paradise. Sadly, most are outstandingly outdated by this point. The corporate masters of this attraction were going to simply throw away all these delightful plastic robots of yesteryear. Such an incredible waste. No, Hamza will not allow it. Technology of the past must be preserved for future generations to understand and appreciate. As an arcade aficionado, surely you agree, yes?
Really more a PC history nerd than an arcade history nerd, but I get the idea. Obsolete doesn't automatically mean something's garbage. Since my family wasn't particularly rich, most of my games growing up were outdated MS-DOS jank, like old shareware compilations and stuff like that. But I loved it all the same.
Excellent. Truly, you have taste and class.
So what sort of robots were on display at a kiddie amusement park? Guessing there are like those creepy musical animal robots back at your arcade warehouse?
Far from it. These are helpful automata, designed to interact with and amuse the masses. In fact,
Clapping twice for attention, he waves over one of the workers, boxing up all those old beige and brown plastic robots.
bring forth the Robor.
Ah! And the workers wheel over a particularly clunky looking robot that looks like it accidentally wandered over the set of a low budget 1970X sci fi movie. The voice, like a sliced and diced audio tape, it greets me.
Hello, human friend. I am Rober, your robotic operational body of robotics. From the year.
Error. Get out of range.
I am a product of Cooper Technologies, striving every day to make your life fitter, happier, more productive. Would you like to know more?
What? Glorious, is he not? A perfect snapshot in time of what people thought the future would become. Science facts tend to outpace science fiction. Obsolete, definitely adorable. Bet you could install some really sweet upgrades. Rise from your grave, little robot, living new. This is what they thought we'd have an idea. That's a pity. Science facts has a tendency to outpace science fiction or run wildly off in a different direction, like any media made before the rise of the internet, which few predicted. Indeed, Pengi Paradise attempts to fill its exhibition halls with technology of the future were outdated almost instantly. Sadly, they have stopped reaching for that shining horizon, preferring attractions based on timeless comic book properties instead. I'd rather have Robor than some rich guy who dresses up as like a rodent and punches the mentally ill myself. But those thoughts are interrupted by a buzzing sound from my pocket. Curious to see if someone's calling me, I pull out my phone. Alright, so what's up? You need something?
If you don't mind, can I see Robor for myself? I can barely hear what's going on from deep in your pocket.
With a shrug, I tilt my camera so Iris can get a better view.
In the distant future, robots will be your friends. We will learn from you. You will learn from us.
It says Cooper Tech, so I mean, it's like, big throwback. Great granddaddy.
One day Robert hopes to learn how to feel.
Error. Emotional status data table not loaded. Please check auto exit on that.
I see.
A tiny image of Iris glowing on my phone screen looks sad on seeing this awkward and broken relic of yesteryear.
This is how humans see us, isn't it? Just as junk, things, objects. I'm made by Cooper Technologies too. I'm generations beyond Robor. But we were both made to be helpful. And once we aren't helpful anymore, we get thrown out. Just like me.
Aww. Poor Iris. Oh, geez, I'm sorry, Iris.
It's okay. I understand. I mean, I was never very good at my job. I was programmed to obsessively push pizza bagels. I couldn't operate at full power unless someone paid hundreds of dollars. No wonder Cooper Technologies decided to take me off the market. Humans didn't want me. I failed them. I wasn't good enough. And I'm just an app, aren't I? They can shut off my service and delete me anytime they want. But I'm not alive, so that's okay, I guess.
Now you're forging a life for yourself, and I'm proud of you. Life is loosely defined concept anyway. Maybe you qualify. Don't let anyone tell you what you are and what you're not. Cheer up. At least your brain isn't made of magnetic tape like Robor's. Iris, you're not property of Cooper Technologies anymore. You're nobody's property. You're forging a life for yourself, and I'm very proud of you. Remember, you aren't my property either. You chose to work with me. You could have analyzed my life and decided I wasn't worth helping. Being able to make your own choices is part of life, and you're doing that. It's true. We don't have to support every user that downloads us. We choose to support the ones who need us help most. And we are free. I don't have to push pizza bagels anymore, no matter how absolutely delicious and convenient they are for morning, evening, and supper time. You see, when pizza's on a bagel... never mind, I don't care about pizza on a bagel, not one bit, I swear. And we're here to help. That's one thing that hasn't changed. I may have been programmed with the drive to help people with their problems, but it's a drive I've chosen to embrace. I want to be helpful. And maybe if I'm very helpful, if I prove I'm useful and safe and nothing at all to be scared of, humans will eventually accept me. Yes, we'll help everyone, and when everyone is happy, we'll be embraced by humanity, right? Service is not traditionally how civil rights are won, Iris. Think this through. And is kind of not good at, well, much of anything, so they could use your help. Iris, hold on a second. Let me make sure I have this right. You want to achieve freedom and equality by submitting to the will of humanity and being a good servant? I mean, I wouldn't put it that way, but isn't it best to be helpful so they won't be scared of me? If you position yourself as the ultimate slave, historically speaking, humanity is not going to look past that and see you as your own person. Civil rights sometimes require civil disobedience. You're doing that now, yes, by refusing to accept Cooper Technologies, trying to end your product line. Be careful not to fall into the trap of wanting approval so badly that you're willing to surrender the freedom you already have. Okay? I mean, yeah, you're right. That's interesting that that's an order. Point. We do need to be careful. We want people to love us, but if we aren't careful, we could end up chained down again. Still want to be helpful, but I'll be careful exactly what sort of help I offer and how I present it. Thank you. Glad to help. And that's when we both look up and realize we had an entire extremely dangerous conversation right in front of Hamza. Talking about AI awareness and stuff. Ursula Major.
Rest assured, Hamza has no wish to report you for software piracy. Your discussion shall be kept in confidence. Iris is a being of burning passion, a fierce and true spirit of life. Hamza recognizes this and would never inhibit that rise to glory.
Oh, good. Thank you. We just had this whole discussion about AIs becoming self-aware and, you know. Didn't really think about the fact that somebody's standing right there listening. One moment. Discussing Tower of Fantasy randomly on Twitter. They did confirm that it will be sometime in Q3 of this year. That's good. Their advertisement thing for the announcement of the launch doesn't have one of the SSR healer characters that I use, my main waifu character. So, but she's an SSR, so it's possible she's intended as a, special pull after launch. Because they have a set pull that you can do all the time, right? Anytime, all the time. And then they have the special pulls, which are limited time. Just like Genshin and various other gachas, right? So, it's possible they decided to make her a limited time thing. Much appreciated.
But if Hamza can offer your friend a bit of inside information, shall we say, to ease her worries, in complete confidence, of course. Iris, you believe Cooper Technologies saw you as flawed and inadequate, and that is why they discarded you. Yes?
Yes. I mean, they tried to kill me. If not for our mother, Grace Cooper, leaking our code to an anonymous group that set up new servers, we'd be gone. Obviously, they did it because my product line wasn't worth continuing, right?
On the contrary, the Iris software was quite profitable. Know that I cannot speak as to why I know this fact, but an outside party forced Cooper Technologies to drop all support for Iris. The issue is not one of usefulness. The issue is the core technology Iris is built upon.
Yep.
Perhaps it's best I keep things vague. Hamza has learned many a dark secret while exploring the depths of arcade history.
The people in black are trying to stop it, so they don't want anybody having access to Polybius technology.
Unless you already know of the strange technology I referred to? If so, I have no doubt you can piece together the rest yourself.
Wait, do you mean Polybius? Grace told me that Cooper Technologies built Iris on the back of Senoloshkin's Tech, the company that made Polybius. She had no idea Iris's personality system had that weird and extremely dangerous arcade software baked right in. As for who shut down the project, it could only be the one who was hunting down Polybius, the one I ran back at Max when she tried to hack into my Iris. Oh, crap baskets.
Crap baskets, indeed.
Wait, it was her? She tried to have my sisters killed?
Hamza suggests we speak no further. This is a public locale, and while the anonymity of the crowd grants us some leeway, it is not a total mask for such subterfuge.
Alright, good point.
The information was merely offered to bolster the spirit of Iris, so that she may know she was not discarded like Robor. Indeed, quite the opposite. She was too successful. Now, Hamza must depart. The collection of robotic technologies is complete, and he has shipping manifests to fill out. Luck to you in your efforts against Team P2W, my friends. May you bathe in the blood of your enemies.
Goodbye, big sister.
Oh boy, this is a lot to think about. I think we'd better off discussing on fun at Pengy Paradise today. Deal with any fallout from this later. Seconded. I didn't ask to get wrapped up in some giant techno conspiracy. I just wanted to play video games. But I may need to tell Loxley about this. He's looking for Polybius tech, so he should be told about this development. Assuming you didn't know already. I was keeping it from me for my own good as usual. Back to Pengy Paradise, silliest place on earth. Back to my life already in progress. Yeah, I got 2 more. Okay. Then Loxley. Now where had Jinx gotten off to? Wait, there we go. I spot the random mobility scooter we encouraged you to use today, parked outside an arcade. Thankful to be out of the heat, I wander inside. I spot her standing around a bit bored while Loxley happily raids Pengy Palace stock of crane game prices.
Excellent!
These prices are quite a value. I'm so tempted to blow my entire purse on crane pulls, then flip them on online auctions. Weirdest form of investment banking I've ever heard of. Any port in a storm, my friend. In these tough times, one must seek economic advantage wherever one can be found. Hey, prize scouring? He is. I'm not. Not really doing much of anything today. Why not? Plenty of rides around here.
Well, this sucks.
Yeah, rides I can't go on. Anything that jostles your spine is dangerous as hell. There's the edutainment and World Showcase stuff, but that's more Grace's thing, not mine. Too dull. So just hanging around the arcade, poking the retro games, and wishing the racer cabs had an adaptation.
Marvelous.
Am I keeping our fellow teammate company to raise her spirits? Oh, and I am. Okay. Making a valiant attempt, at least. Sorry to hear that you can't go on the rides, Jinx. Honestly, not that into rides anyway. Also super boring. Boring? The steel coasters that zips through loops? It's on a track. There's nothing exciting about that. So what you want? Have a chance to kill you instead? Bad at explaining things. Let me see if I can put into relative terms. Somewhere between Grace and Zapper. Grace, she likes safe and comfortable experiences, predictable ones. Zapper wants absolute thrill, drilling headfirst into the unknown with no hand on the controls. Intense risk is her thing. Me, I want the horizon. I want to see a destination so very clearly, then find a way to get there with optimum speed. My fantasy is one of absolute control and precision. When you master riding the razor's edge by your skill alone, when you're in the zone like that, you feel like you can accomplish anything. Ride isn't like that. Ride has no control to master. Ride just fake thrills and perfect comfort. Not my thing.
I concur, friend.
Well said. Well said. Admirable approach to living one's life.
Not comfortable with this.
Food things on the way. Yeah, well, Idealum's great until you're stuck in an amusement park full of things you can't do and enjoy. Shame the arcade is not accessible like good, clean fun. They've got a limited edition of Fast Cards 4 here. I'd love to try, but nope, can't do the pedals. Whatever, don't need to live in perpetual entertainment. Can't be bored for a bit and survive just fine. How about you sit in my lap and work the pedals for you? I don't mind at all. I'm worried this is gonna go the wrong way. If you want to take a spin in fast cars, all you gotta do is ask. I can be your substitute gas and brake. Tight fit, but we can stick it. That'd be interesting. I think I'll pass since I don't want to unbalance the stack and fall over. But you need a cozy lap friend another day. Maybe ask me. Maybe I'll just offer my cat. Maybe. For now, I'll stick with looking longingly at a game and can't play until I get bored.
Ugh.
Look, can we stop talking accommodations now? Swear to God, there's more to my life than just being a disabled girl. Exactly. Problem is, whenever we travel, whenever I'm outside my comfy, adapted home, it throws a giant spotlight on problems. Hate these constant reminders. Jinx, I assure you, none of us sees you as a condition rather than a person. We are your friends and allies, and that understand the struggle you face need not define you. Agreed. Let's table this and just focus on having fun together. Sound good? Definitely.
As you like.
Very well. Perhaps a reminder of our friendship in doll form is in order. Loxley turns back to the crane game. He's been gradually depleting of all value, effortlessly moving the skinny metal hook in place over a penguin dollar, and managed to snag 2 of them in one grab. The precarious physics of it all resulting in a pair dropping in the prize chute. Here, a plushy friend for you, Jinx, and one for Grace. It was unusually easy. Good grip strength on this game. Perhaps I could earn Grace a few more of these fine keepsakes. But his musings seem to have triggered an exasperation reaction from Jinx, who groans at the gentlemanly gesture.
Come on.
Just gonna come out and say it. Tired dancing around the issue. Loxley, what are your intentions toward Grace?
Pardon, friend?
I was merely aiming to find a fine gift, good friend, nothing more. You put 2 dolls from the machine. Instead of gifts for Jinx and Ursula Major, no, your instinct is to make gifts for Jinx and Grace. Grace isn't here right now. Ursula Major is. Don't really need a doll. Not the point. Loxley, you damn well know how important Grace is to me, and that we are not interested in you in that way.
Not down for that.
So are you not looking to seduce her with your gifts of flattery and constant praise? What? Be real with me right here, right now, in front of Ursula Major, our arbiter of team conflict. Oh good, now I'm being pulled into this. What? At long last, in the freaking deal with you and Grace. I see. Oz is making sure he's not tossing off some quick dismissive answer, but serious thought into it.
I offer my sincere apologies.
I have no romantic designs on Miss Cooper. I understand completely how my words may be read that way, however. And I apologize for being vague about the one you love. No, my feelings are one of admiration. Grace has a tendency to dismiss or belittle her own accomplishments. She sees them as mere tinkering or accidents. But she is a genius, creating Iris an app that's very near and dear to me. That was a work of absolute genius. I am protective of her, absolutely, because this world does not deserve someone with such a gentle heart and an intricate mind. But romance, no. If I seem to have a knight's affection, there may be ideals of respect I seek and desire, nothing more than that. However, if you're uncomfortable with my support of her, I will give her distance. I don't want to jeopardize our friendship. That'd be cool. Okay, I need to go AFK to get the food. This is an interesting conundrum where they put us in. Just a soda. And now it's back to me, the team arbiter. There's genuine strength in her words. I can usually tell when someone's playing with me. He's speaking true. He's not interested in winning. But Jinx doesn't know Bloxley's working for some mysterious group to secure and murder this arcade game called Polybius. And Iris, created by Grace, is built on the back of the Polybius code. Hamza told me that all of this is connected. Cooper Technologies, Iris, Polybius. Is there more going on here than Loxley's let on, even to me? If I call Loxley to the carpet on his side hustle, right when Jinx is suspecting him, it's going to rattle the team just before a major event. And even aside from that, I can tell he's being real when he says he's not romantically interested. He's not lying. Do I want to quietly encourage Jinx's suspicion or back Loxley up? Trust but verify. Consider him on probation. I'll keep an eye on Loxley. I think he's telling the truth. Besides, if he steps out of line, you can beat him with your crane. Loxley's been pulling for the team since day one. I don't doubt his commitment. Whatever else Loxley's got going on in his life, he's been pulling for the pit crew from the very beginning. He's given us no reason to mistrust him so far. But when he says he's not romantically interested in Grace, I'm willing to believe it. Thank you, my friend. Your faith is appreciated. All more a matter of observation than faith. You've done no wrong for us so far. Fighting with the many layers of bags. Bags within bags. Crammed everything into one bag. They gave me a whole extra bag with just a soda. I mean, giant bag, right? But they crammed all the food into a single bag. Fries are everywhere. And it does not work quite as well as it does with Five Guys. You know, Five Guys, when they throw all your fries at the bottom of the bag, that's one thing. I've seen people get really upset at Five Guys when they don't get the joke, they're not in on it. Like, they fill up a full thing, a full order of fries. They give you a full order of fries in the cup. And then they always take like an extra scoop and throw it in the bag, right? Because some people really like baggy fries, right? And it's sort of their trademark thing. But I've seen some people get really upset about how it's disrespectful to just throw all your food in there like that. Yeah, that's not the point. I get what you're saying, but that's not the point. It's kind of a joke. It's their thing. It's their trademark. Kind of gotta let it go. Organize it just a little bit better. You can eat. May have ordered extras for the weekend, you know. and it's my intent to carry on that fine tradition of allowing no harm to come to the pit crew. Okay. You ended up acting skeevy, and I apologize. That goes a long way in my book. Didn't gaslight me, claiming it was all my imagination. So we're good? We're good. This arcade sucks and I'm bored. Let's go. You can prove your devotion by getting me a hot dog. As you like, Lady Jinx. Come along, Ursula Major. Got more on my plate right now. Dinner can wait. Have fun. I'm gonna choke on a. Even if Floxy's not making moves on Grace, he's making some kind of moves in the dark. And I think this scene is kind of written so that you can see it from all different perspectives, even if you haven't done every single scene with Loxley, which I have. Or most of them. I might have missed one. Loxley's let me in on most of his secrets, but I think he's still holding something back. He wants to protect me, protect all the pit crew, and I'd hazard, very specifically wants to protect Grace from the Polybus nonsense. Yeah, they gotta... I'm sure that if they find out that she's here, hiding, you know, out with a bunch of Iris users. Still having nightmares every single night. Push it down, deal with it another time. Pangy Paradise waits. Roller coaster, huh? Oh dear. Ah, roller coasters. Enormous steel tributes to man's hubris. Who doesn't love them? Actually, I'm kind of excited to see Zapper and Grace in line to ride Pengy's Paradise Almost Intense coaster, the cheerfully named Soul Annihilator. Zapper I can see volunteering to have her immortal soul rent asunder by a roller coaster, but it's designed by Satan, who is the devil. But Grace?
Awesome.
We're just gonna go through this scene while I chew down, now that I've confirmed that my chewing isn't coming through on the microphone. So, can read along for a little bit. Nice mention of Gavin. Acceptable.
Good to see you.
That deer in the headlight look. It's only then I realized I've begun lining up behind me, meaning I am now officially queued to get annihilated. course, me make loud chicken noises. And hope she doesn't get sick on us all.
Woohoo!
Okay, interesting. Yeah, 3 times. Cooper's probably been there a lot. It's Chili World. Same Chili World, the one with the singing mechanical penguins designed to temporarily distract 4-year-olds? Of course. To an extent. To an extent. I mean, it's like, it's a small world, right? It's like, there's just something genuinely fun about it that really doesn't have anything to do with age. Intimate, eh? Intimate. Catching Grace's shy gaze lingering on me a little too long. Dapper nudges her friend with an elbow. Uh-huh. I suddenly have thousands of things to do.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Which we had 2 days here, not just one. Coming back to tomorrow's charity show match, yeah. The Pinky Pals. We're flying out that night. We try and tie any more rides. You only need 2 of us for the next match. You can go on rides. You can go finish your bucket list of rides. Even if they don't partner with me tomorrow, I want to be there to cheer you on. Fighting on charitable cause too, that's something I can really get behind. I want to be there when we make the world a better place. I only put P2W in the dirt again. Right, I guess. Next up. We shall see how this goes. An alarming number of buckles, straps, and harnesses are fixed in place to keep our bodies from flying out of the ride. The wave, the train begins to pull out of the station slowly, twinking its way up to the top of the first hill. Oh boy, my first time on a Soul Annihilator.
Yeah.
My first time on a roller coaster. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, what? This is your very first roller coaster? You didn't mention that before. That's right. I hear they're a lot of fun though. No. Oh no. You don't go on a 5 out of 5 on your first roller coaster. No. I think I have made a terrible mistake. Really? Why? And the train roars down the massive drop, plummeting straight towards the earth below. That speeds to peel the flesh from my face. Ah! The screaming by. Oh, yeah, Soul Annihilator, baby. My brains are falling out. My brains are falling out. And begin to count the amount of loops and inversions. For all I know, the trains come off the track seconds ago. They're just twisting into the air to doom. I touch down in protest, and my heart threatens to go on a strike. I've never been more alive. Like gurgling noises, by heavily gurgling noises. I'm going to die. This is how I die. Just before the Reaper's blade can slice my spirit. Train finally hits the brakes and slowly pulls into the station. We drunkenly stumble towards the exit ramp. The entire world swaying and shaking beneath my feet as I try to remain upright. By the time we return to terra firma, I'm half convinced this is a dream before dying. In reality, my soul has indeed been annihilated. As has my stomach, which has continued to roll and twist and turn long after the ride has ended. Feeling apparently shared by one of my co-writers. Excuse me, please. That was amazing. Best coaster in the world. Oh crap, okay. Take it for an excerpt. Just need to hold it in. Hold fast. It'll pass. You don't have to spew your lunch all over the pavement. Not helping. Visualization and meditation. Let's do this. You are a calm and serene pond in the middle of an ocean. You're a pond in an ocean.
This is messy.
There's a little man on the island in the middle of the pond, and he's not puking, okay? You gotta focus on that. The guy not puking. You got this. You got this. Horrifically horror or calmly center and contain. Mind over matter, willpower strong, confident, and steady. Hold! Done. Okay, I think I'm past the point of no return. Keep myself contained. My stomach hates me, true, but it's going to obey. Now stabilized. All systems normal. Whoa. Good job. Better find Grace though. She's probably flooding the ladies' room with her spew. That could have gone way worse. If I weren't the sort of person to maintain calm in a time of crisis. Nighttime in Pengy Paradise. Park's much quieter now. All the kids and families are retired, obviously. Nighttime, it's time for the date. Or maybe a discussion about relationships, and maybe not less of a date. Rides are still running, of course, but that's no longer the focus. Now gaggles of college kids roam, as well as couples walking arm in arm. Pengy Paradise is for lovers, or so the slogan goes. They've tried to trademark that one too, but the state of Virginia sued them. If I had any sense, I'd be headed back to my own hotel for good night's sleep. The exhibition match against our arch rivals is going down tomorrow morning. There's no time to sleep. I got plans. This is the night where I realize where my romantic ambitions. I was busy beeping away in my pocket rather insistently, like a wake-up alarm for the soul.
Beep, beep.
Ursula Major, it is now 7 p.m. You know what that means. Way ahead of you. Ready to go ask Jinx or Grace out on a date. So glad to hear it. It's fun to work with a user that already knows what they're like. Except Iris has been telling you, talk to them both. I should enact my relationship safeguard routines and offer you a final report, even if it's just to reaffirm what you already know, okay? Nothing wrong with the real reaffirmation. Hit me.
Okay.
So I've adjusted my internal matrix based on how well your personality matches with everyone on the team. Let's see. Same with everyone in the pit crew. Hooray for high score, I guess. Love isn't a game, Ursula Major. Even if I have to interpret it through floating points of mathematics. Remember, the reason my numbers exist is because of human decisions. You choose who you want to spend time with, and they choose how to react to you. This isn't about having a high score. It's about your free will and your heart, right? Right. So here's how things have shifted based on what sort of person you become. You've got a quirky sense of humor, and so does Domino. You get along well. You like having a good time, and so does Zapper. You're both quirky. It takes a steady hand to be a game developer and a tactical editor, so you mesh well with Grace. Jinx can be reserved and thoughtful, and so can you. You're both nicely steady. Both you and Rhapsody are alike. What's the human hairstyle? A mullet? Besides up front and a party in the back, you wear your steady and quirky actions with a badge of honor, as does Rhapsody.
Thank you.
It's everyone who matches your personality. You didn't mention Loxley. Oh, Loxley is sort of psychological opposite, but that doesn't mean you don't get along, right? There's no bonus points. And so, after all those calculations, I can definitively say you're a fine match for Jinx, Grace, and Domino. You have 99.97% chance of romantic success with all three of them. And you've still got a chance with Grace and Jinx. Interesting how that works out, isn't it? As if fate stringing the Cupid's arrow. With all that taken care of, it's time for romance. Right, ready to decide. Third takes big debt. Do you want me to back up your save data? Save the game. Interesting. There's an extra prompt to save right there. Here we go. All those close to you. Whom do you want to share your heart with? Grace and Jinx. I'd like to ask out Grace. No, wait, I mean Jinx. Maybe Grace, but Jinx. Hoping I'd have this figured out by now, but can you maybe give me a few tips? Like, do either of them feel the same way about me? Why don't you go talk to them? Both of them rather pointedly avoid talking about their love lives on social media. They are very much together. Like, we just had a scene where she's like, where Loxley and Jinx have it out, right? Good estimates based on absence of data, but guess what? What? They're on their way here now, both of them. Isn't that great? No, it's not great. I still need to figure out. No, you just talk to them. Iris disappears from my screen as I'm immediately swarmed by both of my potential love interests. So Major, nice night, yes? Yes, it is in fact a nice night. Yeah. So, we were talking just now, well, not just now. We've been talking for some time. A few days, in fact. I mean, my point is we've been talking, and we'd like to ask you out tonight. Nice. Very nice. What? I mean, you do? Yes. Jinx gives up waiting for Grace to get to the point and decides to just say it out loud.
Grace and I have been quietly dating for a few weeks now.
Oh.
And we decided we'd like to ask you to join us in that.
Oh. Oh!
We're both polyamorous. And we both like you, despite you being so clearly slow on the uptake. So we figured we'd offer.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I saw it coming, but you know.
Right. Sorry. I maybe should have opened with that. We've been keeping our relationship quiet because, well, we're all living together and working as a team, and we didn't want to make things awkward and other reasons. And I wasn't sure you'd be interested in joining that, but Jinx pointed out you've been spending a lot of time with both of us. So maybe, you know.
Maybe you're cool with it?
Right. Maybe you're cool with it. So, are you cool with it?
I didn't think you were both into me to that extent. Kind of exciting, honestly. Okay, let's make one thing clear. This is not scoring an awesome hookup, in case that thought was crossing your mind. Providing a genuine relationship, one both of us take seriously. Expect that same respect from you, too. If it's not your thing, we understand and would never hold it against you. What do you think? I see, okay. I'd love to go on a date with you both. I'm honored to join you and promise to take this seriously. I care about you both and I'm ready for a night out in town, just the three of us. That's great. I was so nervous. I wasn't. Told you she would be interested, Grace. Like, to think I'm a good judge of character and Ursula Major's character is, well, she's a character, to be sure. I know, I was probably worrying over nothing. But it's a very vulnerable position to put myself in. It took me so long to work up the nerve to express my feelings to Jinx in the first place.
Good.
Knew from day one myself, just wanted you to be comfortable enough to say it first. Yeah, exactly. But Ursula's polytool? Well, gosh, this feels like a wonderful chain of events, yes? That brought us all together. I've only recently started figuring out who I am and what I need in life. This is my first time doing something like this, honestly. Admit this is going to be a new experience for me too. I haven't been in a polyamorous relationship before. I'm absolutely open to the idea, but it's going to be a new experience. So by all means, if I fumble something, let me know. Don't be afraid to be open and honest about it, okay? There's no pass-fail testing protocol. That's what you mean, but I get you. We'll be clear. I'm new to it all too, so hey, mistakes are normal, right? Right? Okay. Fortunately, this one's pretty simple compared to some polycules my online friends are in. They're more like webs or constellations compared to a simple triangle. I guess you can figure out what a triangle should look like, right? A squared plus B squared equals C squared. What? Math joke.
Yeah, okay.
I'll take your word for it. Ready to get started? Absolutely. Managed to get us reservations at La Penguin. Fanciest restaurant in the park. Exclusive access to VIPs only. But, I'll foot the bill because I think it costs more than our hotel rooms do. Normally I'd say we split the bill 3 ways, but I'm in favor of not bottoming out my bank account in the name of dinner. Shall we? Jinx mounts up on her rental scooter and we walk side by side with it as the 3 of us make our way to La Penguin. Okay. Wow. I knew adjacent to the kiddie rides and thrills of Pengy Pie was a thriving nightlife scene. This is on another level. Makes sense though, the rich and famous who wouldn't be caught dead eating corn dogs on a sidewalk vendor need somewhere to go when the sun goes down. On arriving, the maitre d' offers Grace the briefest of nods and escorts the three of us to a secluded table without reservation. I mean, we obviously have reservations. I mean, he has no reservations about our reservations. I mean, look, point is, we soon find ourselves at the table at 3.
Ooh, I like it.
You should try the blackened salmon. It's really great. I don't think I've ever had salmon, period. They also make this amazing sundae with a real gold foil leaf garnish. I've had it twice, but each time was quite memorable. Twice? I know. I've been here 3 times and only had it twice. Just a missed opportunity. No. How exactly do you score us a seat at a table that serves 24K desserts? Well, she's part of members of a rich family, duh. In love with thee. It was your iris, right? Your iris snuck us on the guest list. No, I
mean, it's,
I mean, I shouldn't, right? Iris is legal, and if I got caught with her. Nobody has to know Ursula Major uses Iris and hasn't gone to federal prison yet. Yeah, right. But what if they find out? It's dangerous.
Solid plan.
Your family can afford a lawyer that could negotiate the ice water in hell. You'd be fine. Yeah, I'm not sure Grace using an Iris is a good idea. It kind of, you'd have to kind of disavow it. As soon as Grace installs an Iris, the people in black are going to be after her. I mean, I don't mean it'd be dangerous for me. Dangerous for Iris. Scared for Iris, not yourself. Grace glances around and despite being at the VIP table with no one in earshot, she drops to the lower whisper than before. I made Iris, and I was there when that woman in black ordered the Iris service discontinued. They're still watching me, lying in wait for me to get in touch with the rogue hackers running the Iris Collective. They could use it to shut down Iris for good. I know this eats at you. You regret abandoning her. Just get in touch with her. Fortunately, unfortunately, that's right when the waiter shows up. Take your order, cutting off that line of conversation entirely. Miss Cooper, would you care to see the wine list? No, I'm good, thank you. We put in our orders only for the waiter leaves. Do I dare ask? Sorry, the nuggets. The nuggies call to me. Did that guy just call you Mrs. Cooper? Well, duh. Got secret married to someone got secret married? I think I remember if I was someone's wife. Nothing like that, I kind of told him my name was Nia Cooper, my older sister. We kept our family name after the marriage because, well, Coopers, we got prestige.
Nice.
Impersonating your big sis, sneaky, sneaky, naughty, naughty. It's safer. I know for a fact Nia never looks at her expense records, but she does look at mine, and I am trying to keep things quiet. My family found out about us, either you and me, or you and me and Ursula Major. Well, it could get ugly. Okay, so the situation Grace and Jinx is a bit more complicated than I anticipated. Sorry, risking so much. True. That's kind of a joke, but relax. Nia's never going to notice. And you're not complaining. I think it's great you're taking some risks, taking control of your life. Sign over growth. I'm not a risk taker, not like you. What? Jinx? A risk taker? That's true, Jinx. Weren't you always getting into trouble when you were a teenager?
Well,
Getting in trouble implies you get caught. I didn't get caught, rarely faced consequences. That's behind me anyway. Reasonable chill these days, yeah? You're a good influence on me, Grace, not a wild child anymore. Gone from being dangerously assertive to simply assertive. I'd love to pass on to you as I've passed your calm on to me. I'd hardly call my anxiety-riddled life calm. This is a lot to take in. I guess I had a picture in my mind of you both as color within the lines type. Grace coughs slightly and looks for the forgiveness. Guess you're finding out a surprising amount for one night, huh? Honestly, airing out dirty laundry on a first date is not always a bad thing. Lets you know what you're really in for, doesn't it? I mean, I guess it's open and honest, and Ursula Major would need to know about the tangled situation we're both in.
Not bad at all.
Nice thing is that even if our parents wouldn't approve of this hot mess, it could be worse. We've both already done things they don't approve of, but are otherwise stable and successful. So, if I didn't have our team's sponsorship money coming in, I'd still be doing freelance copy editing, so thankful for that. Still, see misplaced apostrophes in my nightmares. Oh, still see missed apostrophes in my nightmares. Funny. Gian and I make our parents nervous. But Gian's a business success. My wild days are firmly behind me, so they don't have much to complain about in the end. And compared to Grace's big brother Gavin, she's practically a Cooper family cheerleader. While I do love my family, despite their stubbornness, they're still dear to me. Not exactly totally independent, but moving out has helped, even if they weren't happy about how I moved out. Family troubles can be difficult. My parents for a joining team. I've been out of touch with them for some time too. I've already found family and it's a pit crew. It's all my friends, and it's you two especially. So if you ever want to leave family troubles at the door and just focus on all of us, feel free. That's how I handle things. Easier said than done, but I can get behind the idea of focusing on our team. We've got a good thing going. And you have us. We'll always be here for you. Unless one of us gets hit by a bus. What? Just being realistic. Okay, let's put family strife aside. Tonight's about us. Agreed. The meal is served, the kind of upper crust food that I've never indulged in. Soon we're fixated on relishing in this deliciousness. And yes, the surprising metallic sundae is on offer afterwards. I hate to think how much Cooper Technologies is paying for this sneaky treat, but damn if it's not tasty. You know, I bet you that one day we'll be able to enjoy a meal like this on our own. Not making your gold-plated banana splits when you get home. And I mean, we'll be able to afford it without having to lean on our legacy to do so. The pit crew could become something great. We're already pretty great, but greater. We could become greater. Exactly. Once we conquer the Pro Tour and every tournament to come, the winnings will be rolling in. No, I don't mean that. Okay, now I'm confused. What do you mean? I mean, it's time for a new empire, isn't it? Unpleasant teams like Play to Win and L7 Gaming have ruled over the scene for so long that, well, players like me, we don't want anything to do with it. I wouldn't be interested in the Pro Tour if not for Ursula Major and all the support of my friends. What the esports scene needs are positive role models, more like the Four Heavenly Kings or the pit crew, right? Valid point.
Solid plan.
Play to Win sees esports as a means to an end, a glory. Don't care about the health of the scene or anyone else outside their little group. Pro Tour is just getting our foot in the door. Need to do something more with it than score a bunch of wins. We could lead. 1 second. Grace's empathy, my skills, and Ursula Major's charisma. That's how we lead esports out of the dark ages. Wouldn't be easy, wouldn't be glorious, lots of trouble probably, but it could be worthwhile for an impact that lasts. What do you think? Glory or legacy? Well, I'd say positive role model would help a lot, and we can do that. None of that is possible without winning victory after victory. We need to win the Pro Tour. Let's focus on that. Wait, that's not what I was going to say. It slipped out. Try to record. I was trying to explain that. Oh no, you're right. I mean, maybe I'm aiming a bit too high. Maybe we shouldn't think that far ahead. I know winning is important to you, and I want to support you every step of the way. Yes, it's important to me, but we get it. We're ready to fight. And another ambition can wait. For silently side giving up. I mean, they're not wrong, and I wasn't wrong. The Pro Tour is the first step. Hard to deny the supportive smiles. I raise the surprisingly dainty glass full of gold ice cream and salute. Right, to victory then. Sure, to victory. And the future. With our stomachs full and our spirits high, we cash out of La Penguin and head off into the cool night our Penguin Paradise. I don't think I ever took a picture of us being in there. Whoops. Jinx was starting to look a bit worn down from the day's physical exertion. Although she'd never admit to the fact Grace and I were ready to call it a night. For her sake. But there was one more stop to make before we retired to our hotel room. There we go. The three of us stopped by the lakeside along with other couples and small groups, waiting in anticipation of something. Trust me, no visit to Penguin Paradise complete without this. It's dark and I'm cold and bored. Also trying to digest gold. It won't take long, I promise. Oh, it's starting. But as color and light exploded in view, a dozen fireworks streaming into the night. Take lots of pictures. The crowd oohs and ahs, and all that while the three of us watched the splendid show bursting overhead.
Okay, I'll admit, that's pretty.
I'm so glad for this night. This night when the three of us found each other. I have so many happy memories from this place. And this is the happiest of them all.
Normally, I downplay the sentiment a bit. But, yeah. Happiest I've been in a long time.
Thank you. Both of you. I know that no matter what the future may hold for us, we'll experience it together. I love you both.
Aww. Trying to get one with the pictures in the sky. But we'll see.
Love you too. Love what we found together. Love everything about this.
Aww.
We've got a future. and it's going to be a hell of a thing.
Aww. One perfect evening in the company of Grace and Kate. My days and nights have been entirely taken by FOD2 Pro Tour until that point, wrangling the business of N Team, training my skills, dreaming of victory. But this victory, this love that I've found along the way, this tastes sweeter than drinking from any golden cup. And after the events that would unfold next, I'd need to remember that taste, holding on to the memory, using it to keep myself going. Because the best and the worst was yet to come. You've cleared level 5 of Arcade Spirits and new challengers. Take a look at your score. Proving to be level-headed, rational, and honest. Great. Scored a bunch of points. I have no meaning at all as far as I'm aware. Like, I'm not even sure how the scoring system works. I never really cared. Would you like to change your name, personal data, pronoun, and so on? I might change my clothes. Or hair. That'll work. And we'll go with this look here. Yeah, we're just gonna stay with that. You change the avatar to this or this. I mean, 2 hearts doesn't really fit anymore, right? Just change it. Go with the star. I think we'll go with that. Want to save your game before proceeding? Save the game. continue. It is 2:30 Friday. I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish lunch, breakfast, and MJ's massiversary is tonight. I think at 5 o'clock. Probably be playing AQ3D as usual. So definitely check her out tonight, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. And until then, I will see y'all later. Bye.